Scene one, take one, marker. Good now, VNVs, and welcome back to this year's goals for 20, whatever year it is. This year, obviously being 2017, this is going to be the goals for 2018 video. If you have not seen the goals for 2017 video, I will link that right there. You can check it out. It's also linked down below if you want to click there before you watch this video to see what my goals for last year were. Now, before we get into this goals for 2018 video, I just want to say 2017, I had a lot of high hopes for. I thought a lot of great stuff was going for me, and I ended up not completing all three of my goals. I'm just gonna get that out right off the bat. But also from watching the 2017 video, I realized a lot about myself and how I've kind of changed in terms of that. All three of the goals, well, with the exception of the third goal, the first two goals I had for 2017 were the goals were more meant for you, the audience and the viewer, than they were for me. I found after watching it, which isn't right, and that's not how I'm going to go about this year. For example, goal number one from 2017. Number one goal I'd like to achieve this year is I would like to get partnered on Twitch. Now, while I did not achieve a partnership on Twitch this year, I did, however, achieve affiliate status, which is an entirely new thing that Twitch introduced this year. Now, affiliate status is not that hard to get at all. It's actually very, very easy to achieve. I might make a whole nother video on affiliate status later on my thoughts about it, but that's for a different video. So while we have not achieved partnership, we did achieve affiliate status, but we did also go down in viewers, and that's also completely my fault, and it was kind of out of my control. Which, before we continue on with this video, we're going to talk about the incident of 2017, which wasn't really a big one kind of incident thing. I held up two fingers for one. Don't read into that. Which it wasn't a one big incident that happened. It was a multitude of incidents that all happened around the same time, which really derailed 2017 for me. So at the beginning of 2017, I had a steady paying job with set hours, a set wage, as long as the eye could see. And it was great because I could schedule anything in my life around it till kingdom come, and it was wonderful. I also had a wonderful girlfriend at the time, Kayla, who most of you will probably remember. And life was looking great at the start of 2017. It was looking just fabulous. And then getting into 2017 around March, April-ish is when both, and this is, I think, within the span of 2 or 3 weeks time this happened. It was all within the same month. Stuff happened at my job, and I ended up losing my position there and my steady hours, steady wage, and everything. And I had to start looking for another job and panicking, and I was given no notice of this. It was just, boom, this is what happened. There was no 2 weeks. It was just, it happened right then and there, which really completely threw me out of the boat into the water, scrambling without a life raft. And it really messed with my YouTube and my Twitch as well, because I no longer had a set schedule, because I also did not have a job. I also needed to find another job because I still need to make money. So that completely threw me a complete curveball. And then also on top of that, shortly after, Kayla and I ended up separating and moving apart, which also kind of really threw a wrench into my life, because, you know, I've been with Kayla for, what was it, almost 3 years? It was definitely 2 years, almost 3 years, somewhere around there, who knows, but it was a long time. So that ended up really screwing with me as well. So 2017, from those two moments onwards, just started going down, and like searching for a job and recovering from a breakup and stuff. And then I eventually found a job, and I was like, oh, okay, great, this is gonna be awesome. And then the job was like, wait, you don't actually start working for another additional 6 months. So you still need a different job until you get this job. And I was like, what the fuck is that all about? And then I got another job while I'm waiting for my primary job to come back, or not to come back, to actually start. But then that job I get at the casino, the schedule is all over the goddamn place, and it changes literally every single day. So I can't do YouTube videos, I can't do streams, and for most of you know about that, and most of you understand that's why I haven't been as frequent on Twitch and on YouTube as I would like to be, is because work has just been all over the goddamn place. So that's why. That is the incident of 2017, and that is why at the beginning of 2017, during the goals for 2017 video, I looked so happy and so energetic and like excited. And then, of course, those things happened, and here we are at the beginning of 2018. While we did not achieve the goal for 2017, the number one goal of getting Twitch partnership, we're also going to redo what I want for the first 3 goals, and I have additional goals I'm adding to it. So instead of gaining partnership for 2018, which I don't think I'll be able to do for 2018 because I have a lot to recover on my Twitch stream, but I don't want to achieve partnership in 2018. If I do, fantastic, but that's not my goal now. My number 1 goal for 2018 is to have steady growth on Twitch. And that's like when I look at graphs and I look at my streaming hours and stuff, is the graph going up? Or does it at least look like it's at least slowly going up? Because if you look at my graph for 2017, it was up and then it just plateaued and then went and it's still going down. And that's completely my fault. That's nothing on you. That's completely my fault because I haven't been able to stream consistently for long hours because of work being an absolute flabbergast, weird craziness. So I'm changing the goal from gaining partnership to just having steady growth, to just constantly seeing the graph go up over the course of the entire year. That's what I want to do for 2018 for goal number 1. Goal number 2, what did I say for 2017? Number 2, I would love to see the YouTube channel that you're watching this on reach 200 subs. Haha, ha. Ho ho ho! Ooh, we did good on that goal, didn't we, fellas? But again, this ties into what I was just talking about. I had the incidents happen, which derailed everything, and it's because, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So obviously, we did not achieve that goal, but I'm changing the goal now, and this is another one of those goals that was kind of put on you guys. It's not about me gaining subscribers or anything, because I'm not involved in that. I can't tell, like, I can say, hey, consider subscribing. I think I post, like, decent enough quality for you guys to check out, and I have a lot of cool ideas coming through. I can say that until I'm blue in the face, but it's your guys' decision to subscribe or not. And last year I really made it about like, I want to reach 200 subscribers, but I have no control over that. I have no control. It's completely upon you guys, the viewers and people that watch them, if they want to or not. So I'm changing the goal for this year. Goal number 2 for this year, I just want to upload more quality and good YouTube videos for this year. I want to make good content, quality content, and not worry so much about like, oh, I've been on YouTube for so long, but I'm only at 100 subs. It doesn't matter. I want to, if the quality content is there and I'm proud of it, that's what I want to do for this year. So I want to do a lot of quality short films kind of stuff, and just good content. I want to make quality, good content this year for YouTube. That's what I want to do for goal number 2. And then goal number 3 from 2017 was, I guess my third goal kind of ties in with my first goal, and that's that I want to stream more often. And it's kind of the same for this year as well. I obviously wasn't able to achieve that because of the incidents, but for this year I would want to get a set schedule again. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a set schedule really soon here. I kept on telling you guys on Discord and Twitter and such that a set schedule for stream was coming very soon, because I finally have the airport job underway. I'm actually working there. Stuff is actually happening. However, there's been a lot of miscommunication, as there always is, all the time, about what a set schedule is going to be and when it's going to happen. So right now, as it sits, I'm not going to have a set in stone permanent schedule until April, but until April rolls around, I'm sort of able to pick and choose my shifts. But the way it works is until April rolls around, I'll be able to go in every single week and just see what shifts are available that other employees are giving away, and then I can pick up those shifts. And that's basically how I'm gonna have to work until April rolls around, when they do shift selection, and then I can pick a set scheduled shift that will not change for 6 months. So it's kind of good and it's kind of bad. Having to go in every single week and pick and choose shifts that way, there's no guarantee of hours every single week, which is very scary. But the airport keeps telling me that you will always get 40 hours a week. There is never not enough shifts for people who want to pick up more shifts, and they keep telling me that over and over and over again. So I should be able to still make a living. And also with this, I can, if there's like a consistency of people giving away certain shifts at certain times that I can pick up, then I can kind of work streaming schedules around there. But what will end up most likely happening is that I will just go in at the start of the week and I will see what shifts are available. I'll pick and choose my shifts there. And then when I come back home, then I can just, because I have my shift selected, then I can just make the stream schedule for that week and just repost it on Discord and Twitter, which will work, but it's also technically not a consistent schedule because the schedule will constantly be changing. But I'll be able to pick and choose shifts that work around other things I have going on, like my acting stuff. I have 3 different theater productions coming up in the beginning of 2018, all around the same goddamn time. So, which is kind of nice that I can pick and choose shifts around the theater schedule as well, rather than having a set schedule and going to all 3 theaters with all 3 different companies and be like, hey, for these days, this day, can't work, can't be here, don't worry about it. So the third goal for 2018 is to get a set schedule going, because I haven't had one for a long time, and a set schedule is beneficial to having growth on Twitch, which goes again with goal number 1. It's also beneficial for having growth on YouTube, but it's because all the different YouTube videos I want to do are very, very different in terms of length and quality and time and all that kinds of stuff. I can't have a set schedule for YouTube because, like, for streaming, it's very, very easy. I know if I want to stream, it'll only take me 4 to 6 hours, and I can set that aside and it's done. For YouTube videos, I can't adjust and see, well, this is the kind of video I want, how long it's going to take to film, how long it's going to take to edit, how long it's going to take to do all kinds of different things. I can't measure that out. I'm not that good. I can measure that out for Twitch. I can't measure it out for YouTube. So I'm very confident in setting a set schedule for Twitch. I'm not confident for setting a set schedule for YouTube. So unfortunately, YouTube falls behind Twitch for me. That's just how it is. So that covers the first 3 goals for 2018 and the re-ups that I want to do aside from the goals from 2017, and I have additional goals for 2018 as well. Goal number 4, and I kind of touched on this a little bit before now, but that's that I now have a Patreon. You can find the link down below if you want to support me there. There is nothing there right now, and that's what I want to do for 2018 is I want to make Patreon more of a seeable option. I want you guys to look at Patreon and be like, okay, there's actually stuff here worth my time and money that I want to check out. Because there's no point, I see a lot of creators, they'll make a Patreon and they don't really do a whole lot with it. They'll just make a Patreon, it's like, you can pay me $20 a month, and what do you get for it? Well, you get to see videos an hour early. $20 a month to see videos 1 hour earlier? Not worth it in my book. So I want to make my Patreon worth your guys' while. But there's a fine line. I want to make it worth your while if you want to donate via Patreon and support me via Patreon, but I also don't want to make it kind of have exclusive stuff that limits other people. Like, for instance, I know a lot of viewers here on Twitch and YouTube are fairly young. They don't have credit cards. They can't do stuff like donate or via Patreon and stuff like that. And I don't want to exclude them. I don't want to have content on Patreon that they would really, really want to see, but just can't. I want it to be kind of like bonus stuff, not exclusive locked door stuff, but bonus stuff that is not necessary to have as a standard viewer, but it's kind of cool to see. I don't know. Leave comments down below of what you guys think I could do for Patreon. I'm very, very new to it, but I want to make it worth your while, but not make it seem like if you're not part of Patreon, then you're missing out on experiences. I don't want it to seem like that. Goal number 5, and this goal is completely dependent upon me. This has absolutely nothing to do with Twitch or YouTube or Patreon or anything like that. And that goal is I want to technically sort of go back to school, but not in the sense of college or university. I want to start working towards my pilot's license. For the longest time, I've always wanted to own a Cessna overhead fixed wing 2-seater Cub kind of plane. And I actually don't think Cessna makes Cubs anymore. But I want to, that's always been my dream, is to own a little personal plane for me, like a 2-seater plane that I can go out on a lazy Sunday afternoon and just fly around for an hour or two and just enjoy life. I don't want to be like a commercial pilot. I don't want to fly big jet planes or anything. I just want to have my own personal 2-seater overhead fixed wing plane. That's always been a dream of mine to have, and I've kind of like, it's always sat in the back of my head. It's never been in the forefront, but I've been looking around, and there's a school here in Kelowna that teaches pilots and stuff, and you can get your pilot's license through it. And of course, it costs a bit of money, but with my new job at the airport, I am making more money than I have ever made in my life. I just got my first paycheck yesterday, and holy damn. So money sort of is an issue at the same time as it's really not. I have to save up for it. This isn't something that's happening like tomorrow. It'll probably start happening midway through 2018, then I'll start going to classes and stuff. And it doesn't take that long, really. So that's that's another goal for me, is I want to get my private pilot's license and eventually own my own Cub, my own little 2-seater overhead fixed-wing plane. And you know, who knows? Maybe like if that ever happens, then I could do some kind of YouTube video about it and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I don't think before I could see some of you thinking maybe I could do Twitch IRL streams from the plane. No, no, no. There are so many dangers involved with that. Remember, guys, your cell phones, they have airplane mode. Why do you think they have airplane mode? Because it interferes with the electronics in the airplane when it's turned on. Yeah, so no IRL streaming in the plane. It's a bad idea. And the 6th and final goal for 2018, if some of you are following me on Instagram, link down below, you'll know that I've started doing a thing called #ThorIRL, which basically I am growing out my hair long again. For you OG viewers, you'll remember seeing me with long hair. But not only am I growing out my long hair, but I'm also growing out my beard. I look exactly the same as I did in the 2017 video. I deliberately went and got my cardigan again, but like the hair and the beard look identical to that video, which is a complete fluke. But I'm growing out my beard long, and I'm growing my hair long, and I'm also growing out my hair and growing out my beard is very easy to do. You basically just don't go get haircuts and you don't shave. Simple as that. You keep it kind of like clean, you like shave the neck area and stuff, but those are very easy to do. But another thing I kind of want to focus on, and this is probably going to be the hardest goal of 2018. I'm not even going to lie, but I also want to get fit again. I want to, and I say again because believe it or not, when I was in high school, I was in boxing and football simultaneously, and I was a very, very in shape blonde man. So I want to get in fit again, and that's the whole thing behind like #ThorIRL. Is yes, it's to look like Thor kind of in a way, but it's to grow the long hair, grow the beard, and also get fit again. Not like super buff like Arnold Schwarzenegger or anything, but like I'm definitely not fit anymore. I'm not my high school me. High school me had like muscles and abs, and he was very, very, very fit. I'm not that anymore. I have remnants of muscles left over. I have no abs whatsoever. So that's another thing I want to do, is I want to keep going with #ThorIRL. And if you can keep up with #ThorIRL by following me on Instagram, the link is down below. Check it out if you would like to. And that is it for goals for 2018. I might add to this later on if I think of any goals within the next month or so, but for now, that's basically it. And like I said, last year's goals, they were very, very focused on you guys, the viewers, and your guys' commitment to the channels and stuff. And watching that again today, it was very, very wrong of me to do that. So I'm changing the goals up a little bit, and I'm making them more about me and about what I can do for the goals. Because there's no reason for me to set goals for you guys, and then if they're not met, then for me to get upset and angry. Because I have no control over that. There's no reason for that. So I'm going to make the goals more about me and what I can do to achieve them, so that if I fail again this year, I have no one to blame but myself. And I'm not blaming you guys. I'm not blaming you guys for failing all 3 goals of 2017. They're completely on me. I had stuff happen in my life that I had no control over, and it affected my online presence a lot, and that's completely out of my control. It was out of your control, and stuff happens. So we're going to try and rectify that with 2018 and make 2018 a good year. And hey, even if I fail every single goal this year, if I don't work to getting my pilot's license, if there's no growth on Twitch, if the YouTube quality stays the same or goes down, or anything like that happens, I still want to come out of 2018 looking back at this video and being like, you know what, at least I tried. At least I did work towards it. And that's what I'm hoping to get out of this, is that either we achieve at least one goal, and if we don't achieve any goals, hey, at least I tried. At least I did something, and you know, I put my heart and soul into it. So that's the motto for 2018. Put my heart and soul into it, do everything I can, and if all else fails, well, at least I tried. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, tell your friends. If you didn't, you tell me. Have yourself a good one, everybody. Here's to 2018. Woo! Skål!